What's good, everybody? It's your boys, All Rights Reserved. I know a lot of you guys are checking out the Epstein special that's going on. I myself have looked at it and I've done what I could to understand it. But let's see in comments who can guess from watching this who next makes sense to approach. Now, there has been statements already made by other people around this person that lead you to this conclusion, but it's a least likely person. Jeffrey Epstein had comparable relations with a lot of people, but they are going after somebody next when it's plausible. Who do you think this person is from watching what you have watched? This Jeffrey Epstein thing was heavy and it involved a lot of different things. And it has to do with a lot of stuff we talked about here, how a lot of adults like to go for minors on the low. So he was going for a lot of minors, is what they were accusing him of. And he was pleading the fifth and all of it. But at the same time, what was very interesting, how did he get a deal to protect the people he did the crimes with before they even knew who they were or what they did or what part they played? I never heard of deals like that. That special was heavy. But if you watched it, it led you to a future suspect that is actually well known. All of you know them. It's a future suspect that it admittedly hinted at that is currently being investigated on the low on other things. If you watch it and you watch things around them, you'll know that and realize that. And the fact of the matter is, I believe they are going to target, and I think all the information is coming out. Even in the beginning of it, they hinted at the person I'm thinking of. They hinted and told you everything about them. They were like, even told you, even included a snippet of them giving their opinion on Epstein. Who do you think this person is? Who do you think they're going for next? Because they're not done prosecuting for the Epstein thing. The Epstein Island, they're not done prosecuting. That's crazy, yo. Like that stuff. And what's crazy is I heard rumors of this very person targeting minors as well to do stuff with. This is very interesting. It's deep. Wow, yo. It is deep. Man, that was a good documentary. But the better part is what comes after the documentary. Once they get the person in cuffs that was involved in all this stuff with him, that's when the real documentary begins. See, that's the best part about that documentary. It's to be continued. Yes, he's gone, but it's not done. And what's funny is the person's moves, because when you look at where Epstein was, it's like now they're following in his footsteps. It's weird. As it goes, let me know what you think. I wanted to know what people thought about this. Was good. It makes perfect sense. Like, here's the thing. If you remember the people he got on the plane with, I think they said Chris Tucker and someone else. I didn't catch the other name, but I remember Chris Tucker was in the documentary. Are these people involved in doing what he's doing? Because they went to the island and got on his jet. Birds of a feather flock together. That's the normal saying. But this is crazy. You would not think the man from Rush Hour is hanging out with this man and going to the island and has seen nothing. That's what I didn't like. The girls didn't go into detail whether or not they were involved with people that he brought specifically, but they did say they did stuff with people that came. They didn't go into detail. I wish they were more detailed on that, but I'm pretty sure because these people are free, they're playing it safe. But when the time comes, best believe some of your favorite stars that you never thought are involved in messing with minors and are going to be included in this. This is stuff that I've always talked about. You know, when I see people do these stories and stuff, I don't even get mad. I don't even care because they're making stories out of what's happening when they see it. I been did this. That's why I'm saying, that's why I did things the way I did. And even though YouTube got kind of upset and different people were making comments, because I know what it is. I've been doing this stuff. Yo, these guys are just now doing these stories off of what they see. I've been talking about it. So they're basically doing what I've been talking about. I've been talking about guys and minors, cops and minors, messing with little kids. How many times have I talked about this? Even told, even chased down something and did the video to show you that a state worker was with a little kid, and we still got your license plate. I kind of want to know who you are because you're riding around my city doing that. I kind of want to know who you are, and you're in the state. I want to know who you are. You're getting money off of my taxes while you're riding around with underage Asian girls that she wasn't even 12. That's disgusting. You are no different than Epstein. You are old, and guess what? It is time for y'all to pay. If you're old and you're messing with kids, it's going to come out. Leave the kids alone. Go be with somebody your age. These guys are steady messing with kids because they're young and impressionable, and the woman doesn't go for you because they know what you really do and what you are. I think that's so crazy. These girls are scarred, and there's no way that they're going to be able to get that back because they were passed around to friends because they're rich and stuff. Yo, this is crazy. They give money to guys like this, and they act like it's okay that they do what they do, yet they run around chasing people who are protesting, saying they're young, they're reckless, young and reckless, crazy. They're destroying them. These guys are doing all types of stuff to your daughters, and you don't even care about that. You're not going to call that out. Not the guy who violated my daughter. It's the black guy who's protesting for rights. He's the problem. What sense does that make? That's so stupid. Yo, they want to talk about everything that involves race to avoid addressing the problem. The problem is people of power getting away with abusing power, doing things they shouldn't do, getting away with making comments and actions they shouldn't be able to make. Now they're violating your daughter. That's why it matters. You didn't care when they were violating all these other girls. Some of you still don't care that they're violating these little girls and walking away. Making your 12-year-old her first experience a 70-year-old man. And you don't have a problem with that. That's not the subject. Oh, was he black? Like, you're just worried about the race of the person. You're not worried about these nasty old men and pedophiles. You're worried about the race of the person. That's why I'm so chill and I laugh, because eventually what happens is, for you going at somebody because of something that doesn't matter, the issue ends up in your backyard where they're bending your daughter over who's young and nothing's happening. And everyone's acting like they're okay with it. You see how we're still here fighting for it. Me mentioning it. There's other YouTubers that won't even mention it. I'm mentioning about the fact these guys are doing it. My channel, you can check it. I've been calling this stuff out. Been calling the people out riding around doing it. Been calling the authority out riding around doing it. And they act like it's not there. Oh, no one knew. Oh, who saw it? Like, you guys are sick, man. There is a special place for you. I hope you understand that. Everything's good now, but when you close your eyes, if only you knew where you go, mm, mm, trust me, you're going to get the same treatment by something not 10 times, 5 times your size. And you won't be a man ever again. I'm telling you. They don't read. They don't understand. The stuff they do here, you get it done back to you. Worse, and it's an eternal feeling. You never escape it. You never escape it. Like, what happens to you, it doesn't end for you. It's forever. But they're worried about race. They're not worried about their uncle touching their daughter, but they're worried about the guy over here protesting. It's hilarious. That's why I just laugh. Uncle's in there messing with your young daughter, and you think, oh, he's good because he's my race. But race has nothing to do with disgusting. When does race and disgusting have anything to do with an outcome? Have you not seen so many documentaries? You've been on quarantine. Did you see the documentaries? Does it look like it's the random black guy who's doing stuff to your young daughter? It's your brother, your uncle, your cousin that you allow in your house because he fits a perspective you're used to, violating your family. So sick. Yo, this is disgusting. Wait till you see the next person who they get. Watch who they get. This is crazy because if you put two and two together, this Epstein documentary and the person they're going to get next, it goes hand in hand. It actually spells itself out because he was accused of doing stuff about 5 to 6 years ago. He was accused of doing stuff and people were like, what? And it was just hearsay. But the thing is, now he is in the documentary calling him a great guy. This person doing that to these girls, he called a great guy. Are you serious? And you can't say he didn't know. He never was on his jet. He was flying these people to his island. All the big name people he was hanging out with went to his island where these young girls were running around topless. How many people are cool with, yo, never mind. Yo, that's nasty. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't feel bad. That's crazy. And the people that are going to get next, y'all going to try and make an excuse for that. I'm waiting for it. All rights reserved.